Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Toronto Raptor video. There is a new report, a new article coming out of Sports Illustrated for the Toronto Raptors that said that the Raptors have yet to even discuss a buyout deal with Goran Dragic. This is exactly what I think a lot of Raptors fans were expecting. I've been making videos about this, but anyways, if you guys enjoy this video, you want more Raptors content, more NBA content, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's aim for 300 likes on today's video. Now, since Goran is owed $19.4 million this season, no teams are necessarily going to be running to come get him. The Raptors are not the type of team to buy out Dragic. I don't really see any way, shape, or form that would happen unless for some reason Goran was causing maybe some internal issues within the organization. Like maybe he was just straight up continued to diss. I mean, I know it wasn't like a direct diss at Toronto, but it kind of was a direct diss at Toronto, saying he has higher ambitions. I think unless something like that were to happen and he were to just kind of lose his face completely for the Raptors, I don't see any type of buyout being done. Now, this is something I tend to forget in my videos talking about this. Moses Brown got traded recently, so he can't be traded until the end of the month. That is why I think we haven't seen any traction on any Dragic buyout news, any trade news, anything like that. This is a player who averaged 13.4 points per game, 4.4 assists last season, and then in the playoffs he averaged 16. He is 35, but he can definitely help contending teams get another primary, or get another ball handler, get another scorer. He can just do a lot of different things, provide leadership, a good mentality, all that type of stuff. However, it is that $19 million, $19.4 million that he is owed that makes it really hard to move. I would say the likelihood of Goran getting moved for Moses Brown, some type of bundle deal like that, I would say it's highly likely. I think Dragic wants to be in Dallas. I think Dallas wants Goran to be in Dallas as well. I'm sure the Raptors even want Goran in Dallas. Unless a sleeper team comes into the mix, which I highly doubt because the NBA season hasn't started. It won't start for a couple more months, or at least another month. So Goran's not going to be playing. He's not going to be increasing or losing any value here. I think unless a sleeper team came into the mix, it's safe to say, to me, that Dallas, a trade with Dallas, acquiring Moses Brown, 21, 22-year-old Moses Brown, averaged 9 points, 8 rebounds per game last season. I think it's a pretty good bet, and Moses would fit this team quite well. He would definitely be the third man in the rotation. Freddie G, it would most likely be the end of Freddie G. I would have to imagine he'd be cut probably immediately. Moses Brown, he could even play some backup center minutes, work his way up depending on the rotation, depending on the matchups. But to me, you look at just a bunch of different teams Goran would really want to go to contender-wise. I don't think you're going to get as good of a deal as you will with a team like Dallas. Like acquiring, you might have to acquire some players to take that cap hit. I don't know if it's going to be Trey Burke. I don't know if it's going to be Dwight Powell. I don't know who it would be because, like I said, $19.4 million. You got to make the salaries somehow match. The good news for Dallas is they do have a little bit of extra money to work around with, so it isn't that big of a deal for Dallas as it would be for trading with a team like maybe the Miami Heat or the Los Angeles Lakers. So that won't be too complicated. You're really just kind of looking to unload him, but still acquire at least one player who either fits how your team is right now or fits the future of your team. And Moses Brown, he's a good project. This is a guy who started a lot of games, pretty much every game in the second half of the season for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He was on my fantasy team. He'd drop 20 in 20 games. He would drop 20 in 10 games all the time. Very, very consistent at the end of the season. Defensively, he can block the basketball as well. He is long. He is 7 feet tall. And this is the best reason I like him on the Raptors is he is a 7-footer. He would be the 7-footer kind of that 7-foot center that the Toronto Raptors are lacking. Right now you have 6'8" Precious Achiuwa and you have 6'8" Khem Birch. So getting, I think Moses Brown's actually 7'1". Getting a 7-foot plus player who's young is going to do wonders. So I think most Raptor fans are in agreement that this might be the best possible trade destination for Goran just because of the package you will be able to receive back. But new news, it's actually not really news. I think it was kind of assuming that the Raptors weren't going to buy out and that they weren't even negotiating or talking about it, anything like that. I'm sure Goran isn't too pleased. Keeping him to the trade deadline is not the end of the world. He can get his value up, show he's healthy, show he can still lead a bench unit team, still be a reliable scorer. He can do all sorts of different things if they decide to hold him out until the trade deadline. So I'm not opposed to that at all, but it is important to note that the Moses Brown trade restriction is for at least another 3 weeks. So you're probably going to see Goran on this roster for at least 3 more weeks. Let me know your predictions down below. And then, like I said, let's try and get this video to 300 likes. Thank you guys for watching.